Hey everybody, it's Froese with Two Beards and a Board Game. Today we have Who Goes There? Infected Edition, straight from Kickstarter, made by Certifiable Studios. This game plays 3 to 6 people, ages 14 up, and takes about 110 minutes to play. Though I have heard that there are variations to game length you can choose from in case you don't want to play an entire game. Try to keep the playtime down. This is the Kickstarter edition box art. It's too big. This is huge box. Won't quite fit in the frame of my camera here at the angle I normally do this from, so I'll probably do some still shots and put those in there for you guys. It's Kickstarter edition box art. It comes with 2 character expansions, but the cool thing about this is everything is contained within this one box from Kickstarter, so I'm super happy about that. Well, first off, taking off the top here, you know your game's gonna have a lot of components. When on the side of the box here, it has packing instructions. So it tells you how to put all of this back together, I'm guessing. As well as kind of shows you what it all should look like once it's done. So that's a nice thing. It also gives you on the other side, here's all of the game components that should be in your copy of the game. Make sure you're not missing anything. Okay, first out of the box, we have some punch outs. Lots and lots of punch outs. There's 1, 2, 3 sheets worth of punch outs. And this is nice thick quality cardboard stock as you find in most of your games. It's got a nice finish to it. Next up is your rule book, and this is a thick rule book. If you're used to any Cool Mini or Not games, Zombicide games, you'll know that those rule books are pretty thick because they have scenarios in the back. This, however, does not have scenarios in it. It's just the game, and this is a 34-page rule book, so there is a lot to go over. I guess there's a couple scenarios at the very, very back. Got all your characters in there. Looks like nice, lots of pictures to show you how things are supposed to be set up, so that's always a nice thing. Next up are your game boards, and these are, again, I can't get these in one frame. Move that back some so you can kind of get an idea. There's 2 game boards. There's inside, which is here, your workshop area, and then there's the outside area where everything's all frozen over. And again, these are nice thick boards, so these should last quite a while. Here are the character cards for each character. These are nice inset spots here for when you're putting in your items, those punch outs that we saw. I'm thinking you can go in here. They give you a nice little space to pop them out. Keep track of your stamina here, XP area, but these are really nice game boards. I'm actually really impressed by the quality of these guys here. I don't know if you can pick it up too well on the camera here, but everything's inset so that stuff will sit down in there nice, won't slide off. You've got one of those. The deluxe Kickstarter came with 8 characters. The standard edition of the game comes with 6 characters. Here are your player reference cards. This kind of tells you what can be turned into what you need to make a club, and then what you need to add to make it a torch, and then turn it into a lantern, knife, hatchet, axe. Backside, it tells you what the pouches do, all of the other items. So this is a nice little player reference for everybody to get. It's a nice little addition. This is a little place to put all your tiles, all those punch outs that we saw in here. It looks like it came with a promo card for a game called Loyals. I don't know, I'll check that out. But it's got a nice little tray here. You can put all your punch outs in here. And it's got a nice little cover. And this fits nicely above the character minis, and I'll show you take a screenshot of that so that you guys can see the full insert for this game. I will take the time here to say that if you watch my videos, love inserts, love it when inserts are done well, and I will say that this game's insert is fantastic. It looks a little overwhelming at first, but if you follow the instructions on the side of the box, I think it's going to come out great. And then there's two big stacks of cards here, very large stacks of cards. I believe these are used when you're searching through your workshop or you're searching outside to try to find items to craft, to help you survive. I know you have to keep the boiler going to keep the inside warm. There's some weapons to keep the thing away. Looks like there's a couple of different sets of cards here. And they are nice quality cards, standard poker size, satin finish on them. Very nice artwork. I like the artwork for this game very much. So these are an interesting little feature of this game. Throughout the game, you may be turned into the thing, and you may have to show people whether or not you've been infected or not, and that's how this little clicker is used. It lets you set it to, if you're not infected, you're green. If you are infected, you're on the blood splotch here. And to my understanding, you're going to hand this off in secret so that they can look at it and they'll know whether or not you're infected. But this feels good quality plastic. I feel like it should hold up over time. All right, then we've got a ton of different colored tracker cubes for your boards, which are nice. They're bigger than your typical ones that you see in games. They're a little bit larger, nice hard plastic. Whole huge bag of those. A bunch of green ones for keeping track of various things, and then looks like you got some gems, blue and white gems, and I haven't actually heard what these are used for yet, so I'm at a little bit of a loss as what these are for, but again, they're nice quality. Nice little baggie full of them. All right, on to dice. There's a couple of different dice here. There's eight different types of these dice that all seem to do different things. You're going to be rolling throughout the game, I'm guessing, to find out whether you complete objectives or missions while you're playing. And those are a little bit larger than your standard D6s. And then you've got your standard D6 dice, these blue guys here, your action dice. These are nice, clear. You can see through those. They're kind of pretty. And then you've got your helicopter dice here, which is a pretty unique looking die. Let's see if I can get it to focus there. Okay. This you roll at the end of the game when you're getting on the helicopter. And this helps determine who wins the game, whether the infected win the game or the survivors win the game. But this is pretty cool. It's sculpted. It's got little tentacles all over it. And these are kind of like inset circles. So this is a very interesting, very customized die for this game. I think they kind of went out all out on this guy, especially because it's only used for one very, important but small part of the game at the end of the game. But this is pretty awesome. And then last but certainly not least are your miniatures for the game. And these are pretty high quality miniatures. They've got a good amount of detail on them. I would say that they're in line with cool mini or not miniatures. There's one for each character, and then there's the first player token, active player token. This is one of the Kickstarter stretch goals, was this dog. I think it's awesome. This guy here, though, is my favorite. He's got a little dog with him, and he actually comes off this. And I'm not sure if that's meaningful, if they can split up during the game or not, but it's pretty cool that he's got his own separate little base there. But they've all got a fair amount of detail on them. All of them are very unique for their characters. This guy holding some hatchets. Looks like this guy must be the medic here. I'm going to give you a quick shot of the insert here before I put everything back away. It's nice. You can see here it's got spaces for each of your cards. It tells you where they go. The tile tray goes on top of your miniatures here. It fits in here like this. So that's nice. Everything from the 2 expansions and the base game all fit in this box. So I'm going to go ahead and put this all back in here, and then I'll show it to you again once everything's put away. All right, here's what your first level of your insert should look like. You've got all your cards in here. They all have individual slots they go into, your XP tokens. All of your punch-out strike tokens go here. You've got spots for all of your cubes, your miniatures here. This was the one I was a little bit confused about. The game comes with punch out copies of the characters, as well as standees for that. I'm guessing in case you don't want to use the miniatures for whatever reason. But this should basically be what your insert looks like at the first level. Here is your tile tray. Once you've punched everything out, you can stack all your tiles in here, and then your lid just snaps on tight like that. And then this is what the second level of your insert's going to look like once you put all of your game boards in here. You've got your camp event, your craftable menus, and then your characters go on top of that. Your tile tray goes on top of that. And then you just stack your game boards in there. Yeah, then you got your rule book on top, and there you go. Who goes there? Super excited to play this game. It looks complicated. The rule book, like I said, is huge, but I'm a huge fan of the source material and have been waiting for this one for a while on Kickstarter, so I can't wait to get this to the table. If you like the video, go ahead and hit that like button. Do us a favor, hit that subscribe button. We're coming up on doing a giveaway here soon, so the more people that are subscribed, the faster we can do that. And check us out on social media. We appreciate it. Have a good one.